guys, this is Josh. Today we're going to do a deep dive on Airless paint sprayer. Going to go through all the parts of this machine. First and foremost, we have an electrical cord. Secondly, we have a power switch on the back of the pump to toggle off and on. Next, we have the actual motor. The motor is located underneath this blue case here. After that, we have the piston. The piston is located at the very front underneath this little fold here. You can see the piston is at the very front of the pump. After that, we have the intake tube. The intake tube is the longer, thicker tube here with a filter on the end. We also have the prime valve. The prime valve is right here. This toggles between horizontal and vertical. Then we have the prime tube. This is our prime tube. After that, we have the main pump filter, which is located right here. This is the high pressure tube that runs from the filter, as you can see, this blue line to the gun. And then lastly, we have the airless paint gun, which is right here. So now let's talk about the airless paint gun. So the high pressure line goes from the pump up to the gun handle. Here's the gun handle. And the gun handle, once it's twisted off, as you can see here, has another filter. This is your gun filter. This should be checked, cleaned, and maintained regularly. Next, we have the gun handle. This protects your hand. Here's the paint trigger. This allows the needle within the paint gun to depress and deploy a paint fan. Here, we have the safety mechanism. This locks the trigger in place to make sure that you don't accidentally pull the trigger, make a mess, or shoot yourself with paint. Let's put the safety down. You can see how the trigger operates. Put the safety up, trigger's locked in place. After that, we have the diffuser. Paint comes right out this little hole. After the diffuser, we have the gun guard. This gun guard screws on by hand. We don't use wrenches for this. Until it's tight, and the guard's attached to the gun. In the guard, we have a spray tip. This is a reverse spray tip, meaning when the arrow is pointed out, you have a spray fan, and when it's switched backwards, you have an opportunity to clean your tip out. This is a really handy feature. Hey guys, now we're going to talk about how we use this machine. So after the paint strain, and we always strain our paint before putting it through an airless, we take our intake valve or our intake line and put it in the material that we're going to use. We're going to take our prime line and put it into an empty bucket. The pump will most likely have water, thinner, or maybe even a little bit of residual paint from the last job. We're going to go to the back of the machine and flip it on. Most important thing is we're going to check to make sure that the prime valve is down. This is extremely important. We want the prime valve down so the pump primes. It's going to start taking material through the intake and out through the prime line. We're going to see maybe some thinner or some water come out this, and it's going to continue circulating material, paint, through the pump until you see paint come out this line. As soon as the pump is primed, we can go ahead and we can kill the pressure, and we can put the prime in with the material that you're painting, and we can put the pump onto spray. Downwards is prime, outwards is spray. Once the machine is primed and the lever is out into spray mode, we're going to make sure that our pressure is turned as low as possible. We are going to take the guard and the tip off the gun, and we're going to clean the line of whatever paint or thinner may still be in it from the last job or from the last cleaning. We are going to make sure that the gun is into our waste or our water bucket, and we are going to squeeze the trigger until all the water's out, until we can start to see material flow from the diffuser. Once we see material flowing and it looks like we got paint, we're going to release the trigger, and we're going to let's put the safety on. Remember, safety first. We are going to go ahead and put the spray guard back on the gun. We're going to tighten by hand. We're going to make sure that our tip is in place. Remember, pointing out. And we're ready to spray. From there, we can adjust the pressure and start rolling.